What's up, people? Welcome to Ray Reviews, where I, Ray, bring you an array of videos from the anime world and geek culture. Today I'll be reviewing the anime Princess Principal. Princess Principal is a steampunk action spy mystery series that currently consists of 12 episodes. It is an original anime project developed between the anime studios Actis and 3 Hertz, who brought you anime titles such as Girls in Panzer and Foot Flappers. This show is rated TV-14 here in the States due to its violence and sexual content. The anime is licensed by Sentai Filmworks and at the time of this recording is only available to watch legally with English subtitles on Anime Strike, Amazon's premium anime streaming channel that will cost you $5 per month if you're an Amazon Prime member. At least they have Garden of Sinners now, huh? The setting of our tale takes place in a world similar to our own during the early 19th century London. The Kingdom of Albion becomes a superpower in the world thanks to its advances in cavalry technology, which gave them control of the skies with their armored airships. However, soon the people of Albion grew angry with its own rich and powerful citizens, which sparked a revolution. The result of the revolution split the country into 2 nations that is separated by a giant wall. The Kingdom, where the upper class live, and the Commonwealth, where the, Commonwealth live. Duh. Anywho, 10 years have passed since the wall went up, and the Commonwealth government spy agency, Control, have a plan to seize control, see what I did there, of the kingdom, with the aid of their female super spies, Angie and Dorothy. However, during their covert operation, the kingdom's Princess Charlotte, the 4th heir to the throne, confronts the enemy spies and offers them a deal. The princess agrees to work as a spy for the Commonwealth if they agree to assist her to become the next queen of the kingdom. Control reluctantly gives in to the princess's proposal, and so our story truly begins. Charlotte, along with her new besties, go on spy missions to benefit the Commonwealth and take down the evil kingdom. Each episode has the girls go on dangerous, impossible missions, and I found most of their adventures to be exciting and had me joyfully wondering how they were going to accomplish their tasks. I was also gratefully surprised to see that the writers weren't afraid to go into dark territory, cause man, some of those cases do not end up happily ever after for some people. Another interesting thing this anime does differently than most is that its episodes are not presented in chronological order to the viewer, so it had my attention early on and kept me guessing. Thankfully, the show answered many of my early questions by the halfway point. My only complaints with the show's story is its conclusion in failing to resolve some of the bigger plot points of its narrative. To my knowledge, there is no official plans for a second season just yet, and since its original title, there is no manga or light novels to help fill in the gaps. Hopefully there will be more to come in the future, thus giving the series a proper ending it deserves. The motley crew of Princess Principal can be compared to many other anime titles out there, like Lupin III or Black Lagoon. Angie is the overall best agent for any job, who is emotionless most of the time and isn't afraid to sacrifice anything to complete her mission. Dorothy is the fun, relatable one who drives the getaway car and uses her feminine charms to get what she wants. Charlotte uses her friendly, elegant demeanor and powerful connections to get the job done. Patrice is the most innocent one of the group that struggles to keep up with the others, but has the ability to copy anyone's voice with her unique voice box. And last but not least, Chise is a Japanese swordswoman who is practically unstoppable with the blade. The cast of characters were used wisely throughout the series and was given some time in the spotlight to properly develop them as a significant character to the narrative. I laughed more often than not at the group's interactions and banter, more than I originally thought I would. It's funny how some of the parts of the show is very moe, like an after-school club anime, and then all of a sudden the show switches to a dark, serious mystery that involves violence and betrayal. Though I think it's a form that allows the series to be more successful to a larger audience, since it has a little bit of everything in it. If you're a fan of spy fiction and movies such as James Bond, Jack Ryan, or Jason Bourne, there's a good chance you'll feel right at home with Princess Principal. I'm personally not that familiar with the other anime series these 2 studios have worked on before this series, though I'm tempted to check them out after watching Princess Principal. The setting of the show is unique, with its steampunk-inspired 19th century European location. I enjoyed its art style, from the heroine's outfits to the dark, smog-infested streets of London. The character designs for this anime is a nice hybrid between something cute yet serious, which makes sense with the show's theme of living a double life. The animation of Princess Principal is fairly outstanding. The amazing animation quality in episode 1 alone had me speechless. There are quite a few action-packed fighting scenes in this series, and the level of details in them had me on the edge of my seat. The anime has also won me over with its excellent use of CG animation, and I'm talking like production IG good, alongside its traditional 2D animation. The only faults I noticed was 1 or 2 short moments of questionable animation, but honestly these moments were far and few between all the marvelous animation. The Japanese voice cast features many upcoming talented actresses. I was delighted by the main female cast's performances. They seemed to understand their characters' motivations and conveyed them admirably on screen, even to a non-Japanese speaker such as myself. Special shout out to Ayaka Amemura, who plays Angie, for being able to keep up with the multiple personalities of the badass super spy. At this time, there is no English dub for Princess Principal. However, I am curious what an English dub would sound like for this anime. Do they go for the English accents, or do they just play it straight? Technically, the accents would be more accurate to the setting, but they would have to find some talented actors who can pull off a believable British accent. And looking at Sentai Filmworks' previous dubs, they do not give me the confidence that they can pull it off. So you might want to just stick to subtitles on this one. The music for the show is done by none other than Yuki Kadra, who has written and sung numerous anime titles including Fate Zero, Madoka Magica, and SAO. I'm personally familiar with the music, and you can usually tell it's her work because everything sounds so epic, as if every fight is the final boss fight in a video game. Luckily, I take pleasure in the musical arrangement, even if they sound a bit samey over the years. My favorite tracks incorporate a more jazz quality to them with light drums and saxophones. The opening of Princess Principal has a fun song that is sung in English. The animation accompanied by in the opening is solid and does a great job of showing off the main cast and their individual personalities. The ending is a more relaxed number that has adorable cutouts of the characters walking down London streets. It is a clever use of animation and is the perfect bookend to each action-packed episode. To recap, I enjoyed the thrilling, dark narrative of being a high school covert agent in 19th century London, even if the ending left me disappointed. The setting allowed for some cool character designs and landscapes that brought this fictional Europe to life. The animation got my heart pumping with its incredible action sequences that it was easy to overlook a few shortcomings. The Japanese voice talent made it easy for me to be drawn to these characters, and I'm curious if an English dub can take this series to greater height. The music provided by Yuki Kadra provides a familiar sound with a few new twists, and the opening and ending successfully grabbed my attention from minute 1 until the credits roll. So with all that in mind, and based off my own enjoyment preferences, I give Princess Principal a 4 out of 5 and a recommendation to buy it when it is available on Blu-ray from Sentai Filmworks. But hey, that's just my opinion. What do you think about Princess Principal? Leave me your thoughts and questions down below in the comment section. While you're down there, feel free to leave me any requests you might have, and I'll try to make it happen. If you like what I do here, please share this video amongst your friends and hit that like and subscribe button. That stuff really does help me out, and I truly appreciate all the help that I can get. Look me up on social media if you're into that kind of thing. And last, but most importantly, thank you so much for watching. I was Ray, and I'll see you guys again on the next episode of Ray Reviews.